discard what you did. Yes. One of the greatest lessons the Lord taught me when I got married was, when we got married, my wife loves HGTV. I wish we had stock in the company with as much HGTV as we watched. And the first show I saw had a guy on there with a pink shirt on talking about enter to my space. So I started watching it during that time. So she kept, but then Poppy Brothers came on. It's all right. So what happened so bad? I said, what is it? Why are you so enthralled with this show? What? She said, I'm trying. Now, what's happening? This messed me up. Because I just thought she was in here just watching. She said, I'm trying to get ideas for design to make our house better. What? You watching the show to beautify this? So we sit down there together now. We watch it. Which house you think they go? I like those concepts. So I guess what the point is, I got to make sure, what if we just start looking at life from somebody else's perspective and not think we have all the answers, but know we can learn from them what a better world this would be in the name that's above every name. When because we are redeemed, don't dwell on past misperceptions. Now look at this right here. One person sees how many laws? Other one sees how many? Who's right? Oh, I just got to say it. I'm going to be sweating until the last 8 minutes. So, from one side, it seems like it's 4. From another side, it seems like it's 3. You know, everybody got it now? I got it. Remind me to pick up some more examples next week. So that is so don't dwell on past. Maybe we came at an impasse because I just didn't understand your perception. Maybe we got where we are because I didn't see your side of it. So maybe I should spend more time trying to understand where you are instead of trying to refute where you are and trying to prove I'm right and that you're wrong. Well, because we're redeemed, get this one now. Don't dwell on past misquotes from the Bible. What's a misquote? Something quoted inaccurately. Believers are notorious for saying something's in the Bible. There's nowhere, and then you got a few folk who are CME Christians, Christmas, Mother's Day, and Easter. They know just enough verses just to confuse folks. So here's the point. Finish this up for me right here. Read this. If you take one step, God will take 2. How many thought that was in the Bible? Yeah, all right. So look at it now. Now watch this now. The quote is actually from a myth. Read what the real quote says. When we take one step toward God, she will take 2 steps toward us. We've been quoting some all wrong. And this person right here she is a spiritualist life coach. We're going to quote something in somebody who is not even saved and think it's in the Bible. What about this right here? Come on now. God helps those. You can't tell some folk that's not in the Word. I mean, they will argue you down. Let me get my concordance. I'll be back with you later on. Well, who said that? Now, Ben did a lot of stuff, but he didn't get into the Bible. So that is. Ben Frank said that. We just have that quoted. What about this one? Money? If money is so evil, why are you going to market this morning? That's not what the word says. It says the love of money. That when you're going to step on somebody to get more money. When you're not going to pay your workers right. And you overcharge people because your hotel wasn't. So now there's all these other things. Then, at that point, the love of money is the root of all evil. So here's the point. So we got to make sure we're clear about the misquotes. And lastly, because we are redeemed, don't dwell on past mistrust. Some of us have not seen come to pass what the Word of God says ought to come to pass. Amen? Amen. How many of us have prayed for something we haven't seen yet? Confess for something we haven't seen yet? So here's the point. But because of the past, I cannot now stop trusting God because I didn't get or see or experience what I thought. Well, that's what he's saying here. So what mistrust is simply no confidence. No confidence. So confidence is firm trust. Firm trust. Here's the point. Read this with me, please. Self-confidence has limited potential. Keep going. God-confidence has unlimited potential. So read this with me 3 times together. I have complete confidence in God. Again. I have complete confidence in God. One more time. I have complete confidence in God. Can you just join me and give the God a hand? Have a praise for complete confidence in God. When we talk about this whole idea of complete, now I love this. Hebrews 10:35. Let's read this together. So don't throw away your confidence. It will be richly rewarded. Don't throw away your trust in God. You're going to see the reward. Don't throw away your trust in God. It will be rewarded. Don't throw away your reliance on God. It will always be rewarded. Let's talk about this firm trust. Now, I want to talk this idea of confidence. How do you know when you have confidence in something? Here are the ABCs I want to give us, and I want to give you a scripture for this, and we get ready to wind up. The ABCs, the confidence, the ABCs. Read this with me, please. Actions and beliefs and confession must align for manifestation. Get that now. My actions and what I believe and what I confess, when they are in alignment, then I'm able to position myself for manifestation. If my actions are out of place, or my belief is out of place, or my confession is out of place, if one of those would be out of place, I'm out of position to receive. Let's make this clear for just a minute. What does 12 symbolize? And I'm going to give you a reason for this in a moment. Read this with me. 12 symbolizes what? Faith and what is already. What is it again? It is what? Faith and what is already finished. One more time. Faith and what is already finished. Please write this verse down right here. Mark 5:21-43. The story is told. I'll give us an overview. The story is told there that Jairus was a synagogue ruler and went to Jesus because his 12-year-old daughter was dying, was sick. He said, he was a synagogue ruler. People didn't believe in Jesus. His baby was sick. So he heard Jesus could heal and says, Jesus, would you go and heal my daughter? When Jesus gets ready to go, a woman that has an issue of blood for 12 years comes up and touches the hem of his garment. Again, she went on the ground, slithering around like a little snake, touching the hem. This woman said that the priest had these stones, and you had 613 tassels in the front, and 613 tassels here, all representing the law. She touched the tassel to recognize if she was going to be made whole, it was going to be by somebody who knew the word. So she made her way, did some roller derby, pressed her way through, and then at that point, Jesus says, who touched me? I felt some power go out of me. And the disciples like, man, you see all these people around you? I don't know who it was. He said, no. He said, somebody had something that they made a demand on my power. They were believing in my power. They relied on my power. Who touched me? And she went up and said, well, it was me. I spent all my money going to doctors. Obamacare didn't cover it. I didn't have enough money for my deductible. And so I came. So he says, your faith has made you whole. Yes. Go. Yes. Now we can hear. So while he is speaking, somebody comes from Jairus' house and says, don't bother Jesus anymore because the girl is dead. What will most people do at that point? Call the funeral home. Look what Jesus said right here. Look at the last sentence right here. In fact, start with the point right here. It says, your daughter is dead. Let's read that together. Your daughter is dead, they said. Why bother the teacher anymore? Ignoring what they said, Jesus told the synagogue ruler, don't be afraid, just believe. Sometimes you got to make up your mind. You got to ignore what the world says if it's contradictory to what the word says. I don't care if I'm believing for my daughter's healing. I'm not accepting the fact she's dead. Something you got to don't embrace just because the doctor showed you all this. I went to the doctor the other day on one part, and he started moving my toe around. He said, does that hurt? I'm like, yeah. He said, well, it ought to hurt. I'm like, yeah, because it would hurt. He kept moving around. Yeah, I get it. He said, you don't have pain in that toe from now on. I said, I am not receiving that. I got to do Zoom with my baby. I got to make sure that I got to make make sure I work hard to keep my Twinkies. I got to make sure I'm good. I already treat it. Because I did what's sometimes you got to ignore. If something is being said contrary to what you believe in God for, don't you sign for the package. Don't you accept the package. Don't you believe the package. You say, no, I'm just going to ignore because it's contrary to what I believe. Jesus, I love the way he said, Jesus ignored it, got the word, saw it and everything, heard she was dead. Didn't even pay attention. Look what he said to Jairus. What's the last part? Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid that what you did want to come to pass is going to come to pass. Don't be afraid that your worst fears are going to come to pass. Don't be afraid of what you heard. Don't be afraid of what you saw. Don't be afraid. I just need you to believe that I'm an extraordinary God. And because you trust in an extraordinary God, you're going to see some extraordinary results. So what they did, the first thing you got to do is he ignored what they said. Keep going now. Read this in 37, 38, and 39. When they came to the home of the synagogue leader, Jesus saw much commotion and weeping and wailing. He went inside and asked, why all this commotion and weeping? The child isn't dead. She's only asleep. Now let me just say what happened. In the New Testament, there were people called professional wailers. A group of women, I'm just saying what it is, don't make me get mad. A group of women would go from funeral to funeral and just start crying. Oh, Jesus, she's gone. Who is that? I don't know, she's just gone. And go from house to house, wailing. And they go over here and try to outwail each other. You see? They dead. I'm going over here and wail each other. They dead. I'm going over here and wail. So there's some professional wailers in the house. And Jesus says at this point, that girl is not dead, she's asleep. What do you think they did? Look here, verse 40. What they do? They laughed at him. I just love Jesus right here. Read the next word. Let's read this. Start with but. But they laughed at him. Keep going. After he put them all out. I'm telling you, at some point, you just got to put people out of your realm. If they're not believing God like you believe, and trusting like you believe, and learning like you believe, you got to pull them out. I'm not going to let you stand in the way of what I believe in God for. So if you can go well somewhere else, because I need to know mine right now. Jared says, I need to know my daughter's here. So what are we saying? The ABCs again. My actions and my beliefs and my confession have to line up. And when they line up, we're going to be positioned to receive what God has. Going on right here, Jesus said at that point, little girl get up. And at 12 years old, she got up and started walking again because Jairus was determined, I am not going to go in by what I see. I'm not going to go by what I feel. I'm only going to go and rely on the word of God. God has some believers in here who are ready to ignore what's being said and trust and rely on the Lord. So the idea of redemption. Redemption means being saved or being saved from sin. And the last thing I want to give you on your outline, you have redeemed there. I just want to give you one point here from the book of Ruth. The book of Ruth. We talk about this from the book of Ruth as we finish up here. Ruth chapter 3, 1 through 18. I'll just tell you about what happens here. That's where you get this term, the kinsman redeemer. In the book of Ruth, what you had was, there was a woman named Naomi, whose husband died. She had 2 children. And she had 2 sons who were married. One was married to Ruth, Moabite woman, and one was married to Oprah. The same Oprah, with just different letters. Oprah. Then the husband died, the sons died, and Ruth would have been left at that time on her own just to be a beggar. So then she told the girls, Naomi, Oprah, and Ruth, go on back to your home country. And I don't know what's going to happen, but going back to your home country, and you still got time to get married. Oprah took off. Been real. She's like, look, he gone, I'm gone. So then Ruth stayed around. And Ruth says, where you go, I'll go. My God should be your God, and your people should be my people. And Ruth stayed there with Naomi, her mother-in-law. So Naomi said, Ruth, go out to this field. And go out, and they had these people called gleaners. And what would happen is you went down here and got corn and everything. There would be